Hello, I'm John.
And I'm Tom. We'd like to spend the next few minutes to alert you to the greatest American taxpayer plunder, share with you a simple solution, and provide a simple and easy to do action plan so we can turn this thing around.
As we think you'll see, every American should get involved in this regardless of race, creed, age, or financial status. Otherwise, a betrayal of trust will continue on and on.
This is about the government being accountable to its citizens and doing the right thing.
Well, Tom, exactly what is the problem we're talking about here?
Recently, Senator Tom Coburn of Oklahoma went on MSNBC's Morning Joe, and let me just quote what he said. Previous Congresses have stolen the trust fund intended to make the American people secure in retirement. We have stolen $2.6 trillion from it. We didn't just take it, we took it and spent it. In other words, over the years, as more money was paid into Social Security that went out, the government took that money, spent it on other things, and has never ever bothered to budget for or pay it back to the American people. And now that money is needed, rather than pay it back, it appears that they would rather say Social Security needs to be reformed, cut our benefits, delay our eligibility.
Are these really the facts? Can they be disputed?
Those are the facts, and they cannot be disputed. The $2.6 trillion is part of the national debt, which is soon to be $15 trillion. And the Social Security Trust Fund, or as it's known within the government, the OASDI Trust Fund, shows the $2.6 trillion in IOUs that were left in the fund.
Tom, before you go on, do you have any thoughts on why Senator Coburn said they stole it?
If you take something and the intention is to pay it back, that can be called borrowing. If you take something and don't plan to pay it back, that's stealing. I think that was Senator Coburn's message to the American people.
What is the simple solution?
The solution is simple. Simply pay back the money over the next 26 years. Every year, these trustees publish a report, and this is the last report that was published in August of 2010. And in it, it says that with that $2.6 trillion balance, Social Security is good for another 26 years.
Sounds simple, and paying back sounds like what really should be done. What can the American people do to ensure that this happens?
John, there's three things the American people can do to turn this thing around. The first is to call the White House comment line at 202-456-1111 and request or demand a public hearing on paying back Social Security what has been taken from it. The second is to read and sign our I-petition. We will get it to the right folks. And the third is to spread the word. Get this to go viral. Use your emails, Facebook, Twitter, contact your senators and representatives, contact your newspapers and organizations, and let everyone know what has happened.
Before closing, is there anything that you think the American people need to be on the lookout for going forward?
What I would be leery about is anyone that says that Social Security is contributing to the deficit, because it just ain't so. And any time that they show reports about how much is going out for Social Security in a given year, without telling you how much is coming in for Social Security and what that balance is giving you a distortion of the facts, because Social Security is self-funding. If you think about your paycheck for a minute, you give up federal withholding taxes, which is the money that goes into the general tax fund to run this country. And separate from that, you contribute to Social Security. Now, Social Security money can only be used for Social Security. Social Security by law cannot borrow money, so therefore there's no way that it can contribute to any deficit.
It's sad that a government would hold its citizens in such low esteem that an issue like this should even be discussed.
I agree, John, and the American people need to act as the check and balance in the system. Based on the fact that this situation even occurred and what we're being told, if we don't demand it be fixed, they won't do it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation in the first place. Pay back the money needs to be heard from all Americans. Otherwise, this betrayal of our trust and mismanagement of our funds will continue on and other projects.
Remember, all Americans need to get involved and have their voices speak and be heard. It's time to stop this mismanagement of funds. Enough is enough.
Pay back the money needs to be heard from all Americans.